Hello and welcome. It is August the 2nd, 2017. This month is just zipping by already. It just turned, it seemed like, it was yesterday. Of course, it was the first. And I just wanted to go over some information in this video. Obviously, I've been away for a while and I've just been busy and preoccupied with different things. And I just wanted to come back for this video and talk about, once again, life not working by chance or by coincidence. And the same thing applies with numbers. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about was how, we a lot of people talk about the Illuminati and numerology, and how basically numerology is used by the Illuminati to kind of show that they are in control, maybe, or that they're sending a message that they're behind whoever the people involved or the actors involved in a certain events that happen. And I do believe that they do use numerology. There's the Kabbalah, and there's different forms of numerology as well. Basically, the Illuminati do use numerology to, put their thumbprint, so to speak, on certain topics or subjects. But at the same time, the universe also gives us and shows us numbers that help us get a better and deeper understanding of what is it that we're supposed to do. Now, these triple numbers are referred to as angel numbers, and I look at them as guides, right? Like when you ever feel like you're at that point where you don't know what you should do, you don't know like what direction you should go, and then you look down at the clock and see a certain number sequence, like 444 or 111, or you'll see 33, or you'll see 55 or something like that. Now, what I want to say is, this is, to me, the universe showing you or trying to guide you. So some people will say, oh, look, there goes 33 right there on this billboard, and I just drove by it, so therefore that means that the Illuminati are in control over that billboard, when actuality, or the reality, is that it is actually a representation of maybe what your soul is trying to urge you to do, or what the universe is trying to urge you to do, or where to look. And 33 is also associated with selfless giving. So when I look at these numbers and they show up, I want to just give you guys a few examples as to why the universe is not working by chance or by accident. So for example, I was trying to figure out if I made a good decision, and the numbers 111 came up, right? So 111, it was like 11:01 on the clock. And so this is supposed to mean that your thoughts are manifesting themselves quickly or instantly and bringing themselves into form. And that my life path is 11. My driver's plate is associated with the numbers 1, right? I live in an area where those ones come into play again. I have a birthday with 1 in it. So, not to be too personal, but basically, this to me is just a sign that I am starting to understand. I'm starting to understand that when I see these numbers, that I'm on my path, right? Now the number, it was interesting because I had a thought, right, of maybe me not being sure of whether or not I should be an artist or I should be some type of spiritual guide or something like that. And so the moment that I had that thought of indecision, I then go to Google and search the numbers 444. And the moment that I searched that number 444, I looked down at the clock on the computer and it showed 11:33. 11 plus 33 is 44. Okay, but 11 showed up once again. That 1-1, the 11 showed up again. So 44 4 is usually the foundation. So, like, when I think about the foundation, the base of the pyramid has 4 sides. You're thinking about the foundation. So, in a way, you're kind of going when I was trying to make that decision, I was I was going back to the foundation. I was setting the foundation. In other words, this is where I should stand, right? You want to stand on a strong foundation. Okay. I'm kind of freestyling right now, so bear with me. I'm not looking at any references. I'm just trying to use my inner self to figure out the answer. So, and you could do this, yourself, but it's kind of, when I look at the number 4, that's what, the esoteric knowledge is pointing to, for being associated with the foundation. So I was going back to my true self in a way. That's what that meant when I was trying to make a decision on numerology versus, doing some art. And my soul, when I woke up this morning, I think it was yesterday, I had made a decision that I wanted to just delve into numbers and giving this short video, so that way I could kind of just get some clearance in terms of what I should be doing. And once again, the universe is just telling me. But when you understand that the universe is literally trying to guide you with whether it's numbers, it could be a sign. Like, I had a white dove again fly over my car again, so usually that represents new beginnings as well. So when you are looking at the world around you and you want answers, numerology is one way to do it, but we can't keep thinking about everything being evil. Yes, there are evil people. Yes, there are groups and secret societies and things of that nature. But overall, their power is limited because they know that when they're putting up their 33, or they have fake names that they sum to 33 or whatnot, they know that 33 was a big role in the creation of a lot of these secret society groups. And so because they know that none of that was by coincidence, and they understand that, that's why they applaud that number so much. But we can't look at that as because there's several meanings for the word 33. 33, let's say that you feel a change happening within yourself and your Kundalini energy is rising. Okay. 33 being associated with the 33 vertebrae in your spine. So that could mean that you're at the beginning of a spiritual awakening, not necessarily that you are trying to be manipulated by the Illuminati. So definitely, I just want to recommend to those of you who feel lost at times to definitely look for signs, because when people say nothing is working by coincidence and that there are signs all around us, it's very true. And I just want to continue to decalcify and continue to try to tap into this knowledge so I can get a better understanding of how this universe works. Once again, thank you all for subscribing to Kemetic Minds on YouTube. I hope to continue to finish up this King Tutankhamun presentation and get a clearer picture, because as Brother RFG Chosen One brings out, now I don't agree with everything he says, of course, nobody agrees with everybody, but all the time, but he brought out a good point about how many things are upside down in this world. It's just a simple fact. Many things that we've been taught in school is actually upside down. Many things that are out there is actually upside down, and it's working the opposite direction. So getting a clear picture of who Tutankhamun was, and not hearing hearsay information, because once again, if the knowledge was stolen and the knowledge was flipped around, which of course it was, then what the new information that's coming out about Kemet or Egypt, looking at that information with a underneath a microscope and using critical thinking will help us to get some truth about who exactly these great pyramid builders that had all this great intelligence long time ago, who these people really were, and what kind of personality that they have, and that enabled them to rise to that level. And then that knowledge that I share, I believe, will also help people who are trying to look for a clearer understanding of their life path in this physical dimension.